Hello and welcome to this week's coffee vlog. We're on Friday the 9th? It's 9th today, isn't it? 9th of October, and the nights are now closing in well and truly, aren't they? And so's the weather. It's getting a bit nippy. I'm gonna have to start wearing my coat soon, I think. Particularly not very warm at work. Good start to Friday today. I found out that the sockets, the plug sockets in the little warehouse room we have for labelling, packing and labelling product for shipping out, sockets mysteriously stopped working overnight. Bit of an odd one, that. Even more odd because it seems to be just related to a couple of sockets there, and then some other ones in the upper floor that we don't use anyway. So spent some time puzzling over. I think I found 8 fuse boxes at the moment in the building. It's a big building, old building, and they're all the ceramic pull-out fuses with fuse wire in as well. So great fun going up ladders and pulling out fuses. They've all got wire in still and it's intact. So I've not actually found out. I mean, I solved the problem immediately with 2 extensions from some sockets that did work to where we needed power. So it wasn't a huge issue, but throughout the day I've been sort of tinkering at trying to find out where it is, and I've not found it yet. So but nearby there is a big distribution box that has power, so I have a funny feeling it's just going to be a case of rewiring the sockets that we need that aren't working for whatever reason, rewiring them into that distribution box that's got power, and just forget about whatever caused the power going out originally for those ones. So that was nice. Busy week this week as far as betas. Got 9 point... Yeah, go on then, just trundle your way there. I got 9.4, sorry, 9.1 beta 4 came out. Whopping I think it was 1.6 gigabytes or something stupid to download. It was a full, like a full IPSU quality install, but an over-the-air update instead. So that was a big chunk of an install. Seems to have speeded up the system a lot. It was pretty sluggish previously. So that's good, it's speeded things up a bit. Day after, and then, you know, this is another one of these typical things, the day after I installed it, again, you know, and I'm sure it's this spotlight search that's doing it, you get there and it's like, oh, really rubbishy battery the day after. And I'm like, you know, why? It must be the spotlight search. It's the only thing I put it down to, because it was Tuesday, wasn't it? Tuesday night it came out. Wednesday, terrible battery. And I was like 20% off what I was normally have as battery. And yeah, that was just like terrible Wednesday. And yesterday was better. And today's been about normal again, so it's like it's taken a few days for it to normalise itself. So it's a bit odd, but you know, I think it's going to be one of those things to bear in mind. You know, when you're installing iOS now, when you do a new install, expect rubbish battery for a couple of days afterwards while it sorts itself out, gets it head in gear and whatever else. So that was that. Other than that, yeah, it all seems to be working fine for me. Interesting, I noticed that some of the S models appear to be suffering a sort of a black screen of death overnight. Well, if they're left overnight on charge. People are waking up to find it totally unresponsive and it needs a hard reboot. Hold home and power down until it reboots itself. So, and it seems to be only on S models. So I don't know what's going on with that, but yay, because I've only got the old one. Lucky me. So that was interesting to know. Like I say, it seems to be quite prolific, because I've noticed probably 3 people I follow on Twitter now mentioning it, and that's quite a lot of people mentioning it if you consider I probably, you know, don't have that many people I follow with S models anyway, and for 3 of them who have S models to have said that it's done that, it's locked up with a black screen overnight, that means it must be quite a major issue, really. So it'll be interesting to see what comes out of that. Also, we've had another OS X 10 and 11.1 beta out this week, fixed some bugs, and also a Tweetbot update to go with Tweetbot 4, and that's quite nice. I mean, the Mac updates just brought the activity view, which I've not really used that much, but I should use it more, I should think. Tweetbot 4 for the iPhone, yeah, it's good. I've been enjoying it. It seems to be a bit crisper and slicker. And the big thing for me now, massive bonus for me, the notifications for Twitter on the watch have a reply option. So rather than just what I used to have, which was favourite or retweet, I can now reply and then choose a canned response, which is pretty limited, or a few emojis. And I'd like to know how to make those 2 things have more stuff in. If I can figure it out, that would be helpful. Or I can use Siri to actually sort of speak a reply. So dictate a reply to Siri and then get Siri, have that fill it out, and then be like doing a proper reply. So yeah, that's a big bonus for me for the watch, which itself has been mostly alright, except it's really annoying me. There's one place where I used to use the watch all the time. Since the release version update, it keeps now saying card type not supported when I try and use it on their contactless reader. Everywhere else I'm going, no problem, but there's one place, and it always worked before, isn't working now. Figure that, don't know. So I think I shall be giving the watch another unpair and set up as new and see if that fixes it. Never had a problem with any of the betas. Such an irony, isn't it? I go same place regularly every week. Throughout the betas of WatchOS 2, since Apple Pay came out for the watch in the betas, because it was like a week later than everyone else got it, never had a problem. Then as soon as you get the release version, the public version, it doesn't work. I say it's limited to this one place. Other places are working fine. So it's not that Apple Pay on the watch is not working, it works fine, but this one place it had worked at isn't working now. I mean, it could be them. Could be. Probably isn't, but it could be them. And funny enough, the contactless there works fine with the phone. It's just the watch that isn't doing it. So I'm more thinking it's my watch setup somehow is gone a bit wonky, and I'll set up as new again. I don't really care. Who cares about all that health data on there? It just tells me how little I do exercise wise, you know. So that was that. And something else exciting, and well, something really exciting was actually a new YouTube channel I can watch, which is actually from a couple of guys that I follow, who I actually think are really funny. I've really enjoyed some of the stuff they've done before. So there's Mozford, obviously Moz, on YouTube, and he does lots of unboxes and things, but he also does sort of like gaming stuff, and a lot of his game walkthroughs are really funny. Just listening to him sort of talk through as he's gaming always gives me a good laugh. And then he's done some stuff with a friend of his called Johnny, and they do like this sort of, it's almost like a comedy double act. It's so funny. I don't think they intentionally do it to be funny. They're trying to be informative or whatever else, but it just comes across. It really amuses me all the time. So they've got a new channel, and the first thing they did was Johnny's Disney Infinity collection of characters. I thought, oh, I'll have a look at this, because I've actually been kind of looking out for getting some of these and getting into the Disney Infinity, because they've got a Star Wars kit out, and I was like, oh. And I've got to admit, this is what Johnny had. He had this Star Wars stuff, and I thought, oh, I'm going to have a look at this. And it got Boba Fett as well. I do like Boba Fett in Star Wars a lot, so saw that. So I was umming and ahhing about it, because I couldn't work out. We have 2 PlayStations, they get us, but we've got the old PS3, which got replaced at Christmas with the PS4, and I couldn't decide, because the PS3 tend to play with the youngest the most, and we sort of skulk off to the bedroom where the PS3 is, and sort of leave the eldest with the missus to watch stuff on TV that they want to watch, rather than having to watch cartoons with the youngest. So I thought, yeah, I'll get hold of, do I get it for the PS3 or do I get it for the PS4? And then I thought, well, surely you can play between the 2 anyway, but I'll just need a different to get the game again. And I ended up getting the special edition, because there's 2 Star Wars games together. 2, which is, what is it? I don't know. I can't remember which one's there. But basically, it's the first sort of ones. So you've got Anakin and Akosha Taiho, which is from like the first 3, the prequel films. And then you've got Princess Leia and Luke Skywalker for the sort of the oldest films, which of course are later on in the time series. So I ended up getting the special edition, which had both of those. But the thing about the special edition is it came with, as well as both sort of game series, Boba Fett. And if you buy him on his own as a character, one of these little characters you put on the base, it's like 40 to 50 quid a, you know, all the other characters are like 10 quid a piece. But because he's really rare, I think he's only in the special edition, and evidently people have just bought the special edition so they can flog on the Boba Fett on his own. So I thought, right, well, if I'm going to get them, it's at like 40 quid for each separate one, game set. Or you go for the special edition, which was £88, I think. Well, it's £87 for the PS3 or £88 for the PS4, so I got PS3. And then I had to get the digital download of the game for the PS4, which was another £15.99. And then, of course, playing it, we want to do 2-player, and downstairs we only ever had 1 PS4 controller. So we went through you can use the PS Vita as a second controller. It's a bit faffy and annoying though, so I ended up springing also for a new PS4 controller. So it's been an expensive endeavour, all thanks to Johnny and Moz. Thanks guys. But actually I've been really enjoying the games. Really good fun games. I'm not a man who likes these... Oh. Go on, take your shit across the road, guys. I hope you're not carrying it far. Oh man, I bet they don't realise they're going to be on YouTube later. So yeah, really enjoying the games, because I don't like these sort of these really complicated ones that, you know, are just overly hard for the sake of being overly hard. I like, you know, just a game you can get in and play around with. And, you know, it is tricky. There's lots to figure out and go through and that. But as well, it's kind of fun play, and there's lots to interact with and doing it. So I have really been enjoying the Disney Infinity Star Wars games. Not tried the toy box bit yet. We've just been doing the game missions, but it's been good fun, and both the youngest and eldest have got into it and played together with it, which is good, because there was always arguments with them, because the youngest wanted to play like really young games and the eldest wanted to play racing games and stuff that wasn't really appropriate for the younger one. So they've enjoyed that. So yeah, that's me done, back home again. Disney Infinity, great stuff if you like games and have kids, of course, because it's for the kids. Only for the kids. I just got it for the kids. As I say, I just got that for the kids and the characters. I got Yoda as well. Yoda character. I've not given them that yet though. Right, I'm off. Have a good weekend, and yes, enjoy your weekend, and I'll catch you next week with more exciting news from me. Okay, bye.